Welcome to Soul Success. I'm Pastor Jerry Maynard II of Cathedral of Praise. It's the month of February. That means we're celebrating Black history and our contribution not only to this country but to the world. Yes, the African American experience here in our country, where we really built this country. We need to celebrate it, that we built this country. The economy was based on us, and we made so many contributions not only to America, to the world. I'm asking you to explore how we can celebrate Black history in your own way, at your church, in your school, in your community. You should take at least one day, every day, take 15 minutes and read about something that had happened that you didn't even know about regarding the contribution of African Americans, of Black folks here in America. It's more than entertainment, more than music, more than sports. I'm talking about science and technology, business, corporate, also spirituality. And so we want to celebrate Black History Month. I encourage you, as we're doing every day here at Cathedral of Praise and also in my personal home. But you know, I also smell something in the air. Love is in the air. I'm talking about that goody love. Amen. I'm not talking about that Christian love. I'm talking about that Valentine's Day love. Don't act like you don't have no love in your life, that you don't want love in your life. We're going to talk about it because this is the month of February where we celebrate that good love. Have you ever been so in love you just know what to do with yourself? I mean, you didn't want to get off the phone with them. You think about them all the time. You think about her all the time. We're going to talk about real love, and I want to talk about something that is very important, especially in this day and in this time. You know, when we fall in love, oftentimes we have such an emotional feeling about it. We get caught up in our feelings, and that is fantastic. There's nothing better than when you see someone and you light up because you really care about them. There's nothing better than seeing the person who's across the room and you know that they love you and that you love them. There's nothing better than getting that phone call or that text in the morning saying, hey, good morning, love, or good morning, baby. That's all fantastic and all well and good. But I want to talk to you about something a little deeper, and that is loving relationships, especially loving marriages. When they love one another, their net worth, income, and their wealth is 77% higher than couples who don't support each other and singles who are not married or in a loving, supporting relationship. Let me say that again. There are studies after study that shows that a loving relationship, married or not married, and a loving marriage where they support each other have a net worth that's 77% higher than a single person or a person who's in a relationship that is not supportive of each other. It is something about being in a loving, supportive relationship where someone has got your back and you have their back, that there is no limit to the success you can have or the prosperity that you can have. I want to tell you this. When I was in a loving, supportive relationship where the woman that I loved had my back and she had my back, that was the most money I've ever made in my life. In my life. I've been successful since I was 27. I came out of law school. I was 23 years old, making $65,000 a year. I thought I was doing it. I was single, spending all my money. I was out on Wednesday night, was reggae night. Thursday night was ladies' night. Friday night was just Friday night. Saturday night was just Saturday night. Sunday night was Sunday night football or baseball, and then go to work on Monday. And I was broke all the time, maxing out my credit cards, just living that life, you know, doing my thing. About 28, 29, started making over six figures, making about $200,000 every year when I was 30 years old. Still making some money, but not building any wealth, not net worth. But then I found myself in a very loving relationship later on in my life. And when I was in that loving relationship where she had my back and I had her back, we started a business together called the Maynard Group. And we started that business. Next thing I know, my net worth increased dramatically. Next thing I know, we're bringing in over $1 million in revenue with the business. But most important is that we're not spending it all. Yeah, we're making a lot of money, but we also are building our net worth. We're building our wealth. And it came because I found myself with someone that I knew had my back and I had theirs. There is nothing that is more important, in my opinion, than when you know that someone that says, listen, whatever you need, I got. When you have someone that you know is not petty, someone who's not jealous, someone who's not always in your face. I need, because you're doing this or you're doing that. And you're the same way, that you're not petty. You're not jealous. You're not always saying, what about me? But more, it's about us, ours, plan of action, a love plan. That's what I want to say to you today. Do you have a love plan where both of you are supporting each other in your endeavors to follow your heart and to do what God has anointed you to do? Because if you're not, unfortunately, you may not maximize your money, your time, your energy, your resources. And let me tell you this, money is a second cause of divorce in America. Money is a second cause. She said, well, Brother Maynard, why you focus on that? Because money is a second cause of divorce. And what we have to do as African Americans in this month that we celebrate Black History, how do we change that? I want to share with you just a simple story. When I had my business partner, who also happened to be my life partner, what we agreed to do is we said, we're going to lay aside pettiness, we're going to lay aside jealousy, we're going to lay aside all that. And we're going to focus on what's important for our families and what's important for ourselves. And so there were times where I was so tired, I had to be in Memphis. She said, I got you. I'm driving. I'll drive to Memphis. You sleep on the passenger side. And I said, you'll take your Saturday to drive me up to Memphis? Yeah, we're in this. We're in this together. I need you refreshed so we can work. We could talk on the way back. Talk about business. We can do this. We can do that. There were times where she needed me and needed to know that I was there for her. One of the things that I provided for her was security. If she ever needed anything, she knew I was going to go get it. I would say to her, give me 48 hours, I got it. Or give me 24 hours, I got it. She didn't need to know how I was going to do it. She didn't need to know what I was going to do to get it. But guess what? Within 24 hours, 48 hours, I had it, whatever it was. I may not have had day one, but I sure did have a day two. I went out and got it. That was the security. I'll do whatever I got to do to make sure you got what you need in order for you to be successful. And she did the same thing. I needed someone who was going to be nurturing. I needed somebody who was going to be validating. I needed someone who was going to tell me, Jerry, you got this. You can do it. And she gave that to me. She needed to know that there was somebody who truly cared about her, going to treat her like a queen and not like, somebody else. Treat her like a queen. Like, no, I got you. Everything that mine belongs to you. And so we matched well together. So from our business, because we had support for one another, both of our net worths increased dramatically. The business succeeded. If you're in a loving relationship where you support each other and you got each other's back and you know how you guys fit in, jointly fit together, nothing can stop you. As I said before, the studies, the data doesn't lie. Loving couples who support one another, put away their pettiness and their jealousy and their me, and work together, jointly together, their net worth is 77% higher than a single person or a couple that don't support each other. That's reality. Imagine what happens to your soul when you know that the person you're with not only got your back, but then you all can rise together and nothing can stop you because the two of you are jointly fit together for the success of both individuals, but doing it as one. I'm Jerry Maynard with Soul Success. Thank you for joining us here every night at 7 o'clock p.m. on this Facebook page and on our YouTube page. I want to encourage you to subscribe to YouTube. I want to encourage you to like and share this because we're in this thing together. It's Black History Month, but I celebrate Black History every day because guess what? I am Black History. And if you're African American, so are you. And if you're American, Black History is American history. So if you're an American, celebrate Black History because it is American history. We'll see you next Thursday. Be blessed.